Hello, everybody. We've got to get the back gate open on this wagon here today. I've sawed the back glass out of it. This old wagon is really rusty. Is the only reason I'm selling parts off of it instead of fixing it. Extremely rusty. But this car was going to go for scrap if I hadn't bought it. And I really hate seeing stuff like this sold for scrap. Once it's sold and gone for scrap, it's never coming back. Nobody can ever get any parts off of it. If I bring it here, at least people can get the parts they need for theirs off of this one. And here is a really cool license plate that was inside the car. 1975, Florida, Sunshine State. Let me just show you a little bit about the car. Like I said, it is extremely rusty. Quarters are each off of it. The frame itself is rusted plumb in half back there, and the back bumper has fell down onto the ground, where the whole frame itself is just rusted and fell out from under the car. But what we're after here today is this back glass. I had a guy bought the back glass out of it. He was having trouble finding one. Like I said, it is a 1970 Ford ranch wagon, but the glass will probably work for a couple different years. And it don't have to be a ranch wagon. It could probably be a country squire or whatever, just something in these year models. But the glass is down enough. It's not all the way up in the seal. Normally the glass has got to go down and then the gate open. Well, the gate's not opening. We've tried it every different way. So what we're going to do, there's a striker right here that latches on. We're going to reach in there with the Sawzall, cut that striker. And then there's another striker right up here it latches on. We're going to cut that one. So it's got a striker here and a striker here, two latches that latches over the striker. So we're just going to cut upper and lower striker, get the gate open, and then get the window out of it. Like I said, this car is extremely rusty. Quarters are eat way up and off of it. Even the frame is almost eat into. The whole bottom's eat off the frame down here in front of the tire. It's rusted completely in half behind the tire. There's just so much rust in this car. But it is a great parts car. Doors are eat up. The push rods and rocker arms are laying back here. Somebody been messing with a motor trying to get it to run. I'll show you under the hood in a minute, but I'll just give you a view of the inside here right now. Here he comes with the Sawzall. It's got the breather inside. These fold up, and I think there's seats under there. But the original bumper jack is still mounted in the quarter panel. But as you can see, it's really rusted out. But it's just neat having the original jack and stuff in there with it. Lots and lots of good parts here. But it's just too rusty to make a car out of it. I think that's what the guy figured out that had it before me. If I'm right, he'd bought the car, had been sitting way back in the woods for years, and he was wanting to fix the car. So he spent some money on it and then found out how rusty it was under the bottom. He just lay this tag over here out of the way. I'll pop the hood, show you guys under the hood. But he found out how rusty the frame was and stuff under it and just gave up on it because it was so rusty. And he contacted me, said if I didn't buy it, he was gonna crush it or whatever and get the hood up. But he had put a brand new carburetor on it. Never even had a fuel line hooked to it yet. It's got brand new plug wires, brand new spark plugs. He put a new radiator cap on it. But like I said, the push rods and rocker arms are laying inside. These valve covers are just sitting there. So I don't really know what was going on, why he took them off. I do see we got a stuck valve right there because it's sitting, I don't know if you can tell it by the camera, but it's sitting lower than these other valves. So that valve is stuck. And that may be why he had took the push rods and stuff off of it. They may be more one stuck valve. There may be more stuck valves on the other side. And I'm sure all of that is just because the car had been sitting for so many years. No telling how many years this car has just been sitting. Like I said, it is a 1970. But boy, look at that grill. Good hood. Fender extensions. Just all kinds of great parts here. Even the windshield itself is still good. All the glass was good. This guy contacted me wanting the rear glass. We're going to get that out, and I'm going to ship that to Arkansas. I love the vent windows on these older vehicles. I really liked the vent window. I think they need to bring that back. Let me open this door here up. And these actually had a roller, just like your window roller. That rolls your window up and down. That rolls your vent window in and out. And of course, your door handle is back here to open your door. All the armrests are in here as well, laying in the back. A lot of noise from the Sawzall there. Somebody just noticed somebody done put great stuff in some of the holes. The floorboards completely gone, and they've been replaced with some kind of sheet metal, and then that material laid across the top. It is the Ranch Wagon, which I think was just a little more expensive version than the plain wagon. But while they're getting that striker cut, there's rust up here. While they're getting that striker cut, I'm going to go over here and find a few more parts for some more people. If you guys watch my channel, you remember us bringing this car in here not too long ago at all. I don't know, it's about a 2.5 hour trip each way to pick this car up and bring it back here. It might have been 3 hours each way. It's a pretty good little ride. But I just couldn't stand to see the car crushed, just because of people like you guys needing parts for these cars. If I'd have crushed this car or let this car get crushed, this guy still wouldn't have a back window for his. And like he said, he's having a hard time finding one. But we have it. We've got him hooked up. So with me getting this car, it's helped him keep his car on the road, and it'll help a whole lot more cars stay on the road before it's over. I say in a lot of my videos, and I'll say it again in this one, if you guys have any of these old cars that you're thinking about crushing, hit me up first. Let me know. I'd be interested in them as long as it's not way, way, way away from me. So I just hate to see this stuff crushed. People's always needing parts, and that's what I'm here for. To find these older vehicles, bring them in, save them being crushed so you guys can have parts. That green car beside it was another one that was going to be crushed if I hadn't got it. This old Buick right here was another one. It's not really old, but it's old enough that I wanted it. Right here's some more. This 64 Ford was going to the crusher. That Trino Sport would have been crushed if I hadn't got it. These El Caminos. I went to Kentucky and got that 64 Ford right there, and the guy was going to have it crushed if I hadn't come and got it. He contacted me because he'd seen my videos talking about if anybody had any cars for sale to contact me. And that's what he did. He contacted me about that 64, and I went to Kentucky, picked it up, saved it from getting crushed. That T-Bird, it was on its way to the crusher if I hadn't bought it. And this T-Bird right here, I actually bought from the crusher. It's a suicide door Thunderbird. It had already been sold to the crusher when I bought it, brought it back over here. It's got a 1968 429 Thunderjet. Motor, transmission, everything is all still in it, but it was sold to be crushed. I get these cars, bring them here for you guys, because you guys are always needing parts. This LTD, if you remember watching my videos, I bought it from the crusher. No wheels and tires on it, sitting in a big water hole. Brought it here, got it running, drove the car around, showed you guys driving around out here in the yard, and you guys want to see burnouts. We done burnouts in it. Then I sold the car to a guy. He took the motor, the transmission, the steering box, everything he needed to fix his car with. The grill he took out to keep from breaking it. It's laying inside when he was taking the motor out. But then after he got everything he needed off of it, he hit me back up and said, hey, you interested in buying this car back? I've got everything I need off of it. And I'm like, absolutely. I want to bring it back here and let other people get parts off of it. Here's the hood off of it. That car, they was crusher bound before I got them. Saved them from being crushed. I do that with a lot of these cars. I'll buy them, bring them here for you guys just to get parts off of. That big Lincoln up ahead, he told me if I didn't buy it, it was going to the crusher. So I bought it. Just brought these in not too long ago. If you guys remember, I'll show you another one right here that was already at the crusher when I bought it and saved it. It's this 65 Dodge right here. Somebody spent a lot of money on this car, getting it running and driving, and then they wrecked it. I guess they got heartbroken, sold it to the crusher. Daddy's got a brand new carburetor on it, had a brand new fuel tank, which I've done sold. New fuel lines, new fuel pump, new distributor cap and wires, brand new master cylinder. You can see right there. They had spent all kinds of money on this car, wrecked it, and then sold it to the crusher. Well, I bought it, saved it from getting crushed. And since I did, I have already sold, since it's been here, the rear end out from under it, the gas tank out from under it, some of the trim from around the back glass, several things I have already sold off this car, and it is still loaded with lots of good parts. Motor, transmission, everything is still in it as well. But if I hadn't saved this car, the guy wouldn't have been able to got the rear end out from under it. I sold the rear wheels and tires that was on it as well. So I hate guys seeing this stuff get crushed. Because like I said, once it's crushed and gone, it's crushed and gone. Nobody is going to be able to get anything off of it. That Ford Courier, I bought it from the crusher. Saved it from getting crushed. Ford Couriers, I know, are not really that common, but hey, somebody's going to be looking for a part for Ford Courier, and they ain't going to be able to find it. This Malibu right here, I bought it from the crusher. It had already been sold to be crushed. I bought it from the crusher and brought it here. There's so many good parts on this car that I just don't understand people crushing stuff like this. We need to save this stuff for future generation, guys. This stuff is disappearing so fast already that it's unreal. And if we don't save it, who's going to? Our future generation are not even going to know anything about these vehicles if we don't preserve some of our old cars. And that's why I love bringing the old stuff here. Let you guys be able to get parts off of them. I just got this one not long ago, and I'm sure it would have ended up at the crusher as well if I hadn't have got it. If you guys like this kind of content, tell your friends about me. Have them come over and check out my channel. And if you have any of these old cars you want to sell, hit me up. Let me know. I'm definitely interested. This old car right here was as rusty as any rusty car I've ever seen. The whole bottom is rusted plumb out and gone. The middle of the seat's back. It's nothing but ground under there. I mean, gone. But there's a guy the other day looking for a roof. It had a great roof on it, so we cut that roof for him. So that kept his car to be able to stay on the road. This car still got several good parts on it. And good looking bumper. All kinds of little pieces. If you guys like this kind of content, please go to my channel. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Ring that notification bell. Hope everybody's having a sensational day.